Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
For me, nature is that we have disconnected ourselves from nature, and we need to connect ourselves back to take care of it.
Thomsen Foundation is really about diversity. It will.
Our mission is to educate and have people appreciate what surrounds them.
With Asperger Syndrome, that has led me to have kind of a rather secluded life. And so it was with geocaching that I was able to get out in the world.
Texas Parks and Wildlife, a television series for all outdoors.
This series is funded in part by a grant from the Wildlife and Sportfish Restoration Program. Through your purchase of hunting and fishing equipment and motorboat fuels, over $40 million in conservation efforts are funded in Texas each year.
Additional funding provided by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Every man has his own vocation. Talent is the call." And Clemente Guzman has a talent, a gift. His calling is found on canvas.
The sun, the way it penetrates the leaves, is just amazing. For me, nature is that we have disconnected ourselves from nature, and we need to connect ourselves back to take care of it.
One of 9 children, Clemente grew up in Doss, Texas. His granddad, his father, even Clemente and his siblings, they all worked the fields and farmlands of the U.S. as migrant workers.
To be a migrant worker, at first I was ashamed of that, because, man, people see you kind of down. But actually, it has made me stronger, being able to appreciate life.
Clemente is the artist for Texas Parks and Wildlife. For 25 years now, he's been working on everything from license plates to posters to hunting stamps.
I need to be looking at it, so I'm going to put it right here, like this.
Today, he's just starting on a new project.
Usually what I do first, I'll throw some paint in there, but it's light. I don't go intense with it and kind of sketching it in a way, but with paint. But I want the gray color to be kind of like a fuzzy, have like a fuzzy look to it. And that'll make it look like it's far away.
He discovered his talent for painting wildlife at an early age.
My first painting was a sparrow. I painted a sparrow on a twig. After that, I just fell in love with that.
This painting of bison will be a cover for an issue of Texas Parks and Wildlife magazine.
So right now I'm using a medium-sized brush and I'm applying the dark color on there. I'm about 40% done. So I still need to paint the buffalo, the foreground. The painting is still in the loose form. I'm not into the detail yet. I can see all kinds of colors working together. The blues and the oranges, the highlight on the wool of the buffalo. I think it's gonna be a powerful piece. When they see my painting, they see the hawk or they see a raccoon, a fish. Try to show it to you in a way that I saw it. I hope I can translate the energy that nature has. That's just life, and life at its best.
To keep his creative spirit alive, Clemente takes a break from his work
Oh, that's beautiful.
to get outside.
We come to work every day. We don't even see this. We just get up, go straight to work and start working, and we forget all about this. And you gotta come out here to experience it. This little spot is very spiritual to me. It's very full of energy through the little pebbles, the noise of the water. It's just peaceful and relaxing. And I get all kinds of ideas running through my head. I get a lot of inspiration. And I use that inspiration on my artwork. You always think, where does this come from, your inspiration for wildlife? My dad, I remember my dad telling me a story about, he went to work. He's a laborer. They encountered this possum. All the workers were like, kill it, and we can keep on working. And my dad grabbed it by the tail and released it where the pecan trees are. And all the workers were like, why didn't you kill it? And he said, why? It's life. Animals have a right to live. That to me was powerful when he did that. It's going really well. I like the color so far. Right now I'm working on the final touches.
When all was finished, Clemente spent a month on the painting.
I had a lot of fun working on the fur, on the buffalo, the nice warm colors, and the steam coming out of the nostrils. I also like the nice transition from the mountains to the buffalo.
So in the end, thanks to family, his challenges overcome, his discovered inspiration, now that talent, his calling, continues.
I found what I want to do. I'm happy, and everybody needs to search for that. And I don't know if it's in nature, being a doctor, helping people, but you need to find what moves you, what grabs you. Once you find that, there's nothing that can stop you.
We really try to let the land tell the story, and we're really here to interpret the story that the land has to tell us.
The Thomsen Foundation was created with the purpose of educating young people and really all people about the importance of the wildlife habitat in North Texas.
Justin, you gonna lead the pack?
We have approximately 1,000 students that come through the foundation every year.
Here we go.
Tommy and Sissy Thomsen, the founders, did not have children, and they saw this place as a way to give back to the children of North Texas.
We're going to get on that cotton trailer out there, and we're going to go on a hike. I'm Lisa Bellows, and I'm the director here at Thomsen Foundation, and I lead the education and research programs. Thomsen Foundation is really about diversity and understanding as much as we possibly can about native habitat. Now look at the trees over there. Do you see the light coming through the trees? This area was burned 2 years ago, and we really like what's happened because it allows our wildlife to move around.
The prairies and woods of the Thomsen Foundation are more than a learning lab for young people.
Do you see it?
Fort Worth Astronomy Club uses us as a dark night sky.
Straight up there.
We will have a group of master naturalists soon, so we have adult education. I teach for North Central Texas College. I bring my college students to Thomsen Foundation to do a lot of their project work. Oh, here we go.
Wow. The shooting star?
Yeah. You always ask me, what's my favorite? That's pretty high up there.
That's so pretty.
We have over 400 species of plants. This region is rich in diversity.
The prairie is a marvelously complex ecosystem, and as you see, it's a terrific laboratory.
That laboratory also includes a science-based approach to managing wildlife populations.
We weren't doing any hunting, but we got involved with wildlife management.
There was high deer numbers on the property. They came to me and I explained the MLD program, Managed Land Deer Permit Program. It's at 2.5 years old. That is a new tooth coming in. They have been very receptive and they've achieved their goals. I'm going to call 3.5.
We're not here to feed deer, we're here to manage habitat, and if we do a good job, then the deer will benefit from our labor.
The management also benefits first-time hunters.
Lyle's girlfriend shot her first turkey. Thomas, who works for us, shot his first deer. Anytime I can have someone be able to take their first harvest, that's always what we want to do, because that's what this is all about.
They go south for the winter, right?
Yeah.
The most important people that come to the Thomsen Foundation are the children.
We schedule every moment of children's lives these days, and we have things planned while they're here. We always try to take just a few moments just to let the kids run, smell a flower. We really want the kids to get a little bit of freedom here.
She truly brings back that idea that science is everywhere, and it's literally every leaf and every plant has something to teach you. So it just kind of awakens all of your senses again.
Never been to so high.
And then you can just take a walk outside your school door, and all of a sudden you see things differently.
Oh my goodness!
My greatest reward in this job is when I get to see another person have that aha moment or make a discovery. What'd you see?
Little seeds.
That's my reward in what I do. Okay, we're gonna go that way. I think the Thomsens would be delighted with what they see here today. Let's see what this one smells like. I really do.
My name is Tony Brown and I'm a systems analyst with Texas Parks and Wildlife. Geocaching has changed my life.
Oh, look, a travel bug.
With Asperger Syndrome, it's sort of a problem with your social life. You know, you just don't fit in. You don't understand people and people don't understand you. That has led me to have kind of a rather secluded life. You know, I just didn't kind of fit in anywhere. And so it was with geocaching that I was able to get out in the world. Yeah. You know, I was able to have fun and meet other geocachers who had the same interests that I did, because we all have this love of geocaching. So now I fit in somewhere, and it's just made it so much better. It's fulfilled my life more. Geocaching is sort of a treasure hunt where you use a GPS to go hunt for caches.
Oh, got it.
Geocaches are everywhere. I mean, they're all over the world. I would absolutely say I'm obsessed with geocaching. That's me, that's my geocaching avatar. The page shows all the geocaches I've found and all the different states that I've geocached in. I met all these other geocachers. That's when I found out how much fun it could be. It's opened up the doors for me. You know, I used to go to work and go home, and now I look forward to getting outside. Right over this way. It's not just about finding a box.
From the expansive Gulf Coast to inland lakes and rivers, most any day is a good day to be fishing somewhere in Texas.
Oh, you can't beat Texas.
But for many anglers, saltwater or fresh, the best days of fishing are nights. So, what makes nighttime the right time to throw a line in the water?
I don't know. Because that's when people fish.
On the Copano Bay Pier, just north of Rockport, Rosa Parton and her daughter James have picked a cool evening to try their luck.
I don't know a whole bunch about fishing except that you never know what you're going to catch, and that's fun.
Is that same kind from earlier?
Oh.
Ew. Ew, I have no idea what that is.
James didn't say, did you remember the fishing rods or anything? She says, Mom, did you bring rags? Ew. I think that's what they call a dogfish. He's gone.
The lights at night draw in bugs and baitfish, which could mean more bites from bigger fish. At least in theory.
The fish isn't much bigger than my bait. How do they do that? There you go.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Nearby at Goose Island State Park, folks are having some better luck fishing the late shift.
I love to fish. Fishing on the ice is fun. Especially when they come in like this, they start popping.
This is our favorite spot. It's a good spot to catch fish.
Good place to be an angler, bad place to be a shrimp.
I got two.
I'll keep pulling them in through the time.
Nice one.
We just come down here fishing at night because we always catch more fish down here than when we take the boat out.
This is my second home. I've been coming here since '69. My dad, my three boys, and I'd come out here and go home with stringers full of fish. Boys had a good time out here. It's just nice to be out here.
Not surprisingly, fishing at night gets especially popular as the days heat up. It's a warm spring evening just before sunset on the western end of Galveston Bay.
We're only going to be able to run one at a time.
And John Ross and his friends are just beginning to go fishing.
Should be great.
But you could also say they're doing some product testing. While they have other careers by day,
and voila.
By night, the Ross brothers...
We have light.
...make fishing lights.
We actually started the company about 10 years ago, and it was because we enjoyed night fishing.
The test runs are our favorite part of the business.
Your lights bring the fish to you.
So John and his flotilla of friends wait for nightfall. By dark, the boats have San Luis Pass lit up like a disco.
There's a lot of people that run generators to fish at night.
But John's solution is, well, greener.
The fluorescent is absolutely one of the easiest ways to fish. I mean, you can hook 2 or 3 lights to a single battery and run them all night long, and it's simple and a heck of a lot of fun.
First catch of the day.
One boat away, the Patterson family is already making it look simple.
Whoa. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a big speck.
That's a keeper.
But around their inventor's boat, the lights haven't worked their magic just yet.
I have refused to go to live bait, so that may be my downfall tonight. But generally speaking, artificials are super effective in the green light. We found that the green fluorescence, the light travels further in the water. It also interacts with the fisheye receptors. They see it further also. It's really exciting when you start getting the bait going. There's a food chain going on down there. And hopefully we're at the top.
Of course, that food chain works just as well in freshwater. As days get muggy and nights get buggy, inland fishing also heats up.
Night fishing's become very popular out here at Purtis Creek. We have 2 lighted piers. We have guys that'll come in the park at 8 o'clock at night, and 8 o'clock the next morning they're still sitting on that pier. Of course, the cooler weather, and it's just something about fishing at night. It's very relaxing, and the fish tend to bite better at night.
I don't do no good during the day.
Among the regulars on the Purtis Creek Pier are Joseph Splon and his father, Gary.
Just nice, peaceful, cool, no sun. Just
Time we enjoy.
It's just easier for me to catch fish at night. It's just fun. I got a catfish this time. Catch some catfish and bass mainly.
Huh? Get him off, Joe.
You got this one.
Ah, boy, just afraid of getting the fin off in his hand.
With a little teamwork, this father and son catch and release quite a few fish,
Smaller.
including one that nobody wants to handle.
What do you got this time? Guard. There he is right there.
Hey, Joe, why don't you just cut the line and let him go?
All in all, a good night on the pier for catching all sorts of things.
We enjoy it.
I don't think there's any such thing as a pessimistic fisherman.
Back under the full moon at San Luis Pass, the green lights still aren't doing much for John's boat.
There, we got it.
But the Pattersons aren't complaining.
The boat next door is doing pretty well, but that's about all the action we've seen so far.
Woo! Bring it around town.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All in all, a good night. Nice trout. Good time. Green lights did the trick. I wish they were working for us too.
But just before the Ross brothers give up for the evening and pull up their lights,
I'm seeing some bait fish.
there's a little ray of sunshine in what has been a darker than average night of fishing. A tug on the line. And John has the boat's first and last fish.
Well, we didn't get completely skunked.
But that's okay.
That gives you a real good excuse to come back soon.
Not every night is as productive as others, but it's just great to get out with good friends and just spend some time on the water.
Can't fault us for not giving it a heck of a try. We'll see y'all back at the dock. I'll be back out next week, no doubt. The night is just a real special time.
It took my bait.
Back on Copano Bay, James and Rosa are running out of shrimp. And though there are hungry fish out there, the night's catch has been a little small.
That same little midget fish.
Yeah, it's giant.
I think it's the same one.
Okay, this is the one, people.
Got a fish?
Wait, did I just lose it? Did y'all see it though? Did you at least see it?
But as with most fishing trips,
At least.
this mother and daughter will return home with some stories.
It's just kind of fun being out here anyways. Like I said, it's just something different, you know?
It's an experience. A friend of mine used to say, it's a memory.
You saw it, right? It was pretty big, yeah.
It's a fish story, James.
Wish you could spend more time outside enjoying nature? Well, each month, you can find the great outdoors right inside your mailbox. For more than 60 years, Texas Parks and Wildlife Magazine has been the outdoor magazine of Texas. Each issue is packed with outstanding photography and writing about all facets of outdoor recreation. Explore a copy at a newsstand near you or contact us for more information. This series is funded in part by a grant from the Wildlife and Sport Fish Restoration Program. Through your purchase of hunting and fishing equipment and motorboat fuels, over $40 million in conservation efforts are funded in Texas each year.
Additional funding provided by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.